How to KYC any Stellar Lumens wallet, whether it's Lobster, Freighter, whichever wallet you have. This video will show you how to KYC your Stellar Lumens wallet, making sure it's compliant, ready for future regulations. So if you're new to the channel, welcome to CryptoCurrent. I'm your host, CryptoRick. And without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So the first step is you go to this website, stellar.org/BD-KYC. You could just put it in Google directly, and it should take you to the official Stellar Lumens website with this portion here with the microscope showing compliance KYC, and it says, because who you do business with matters, we rely on a third party to help process KYC applications. So the official Stellar Lumens website uses the KYC provider Persona Inc. to do their KYC processes. So what you're going to do is you're going to need to scroll down a little bit, because the section that you need is a little bit below this. So once you scroll down, you should see a yellow box to get started on beginning to KYC. At the moment, I think this only works on laptop. I think mobile comes up a little bit glitched or bugged, so it's better to do it on your laptop. And what you're going to need to do is click Get Started. After that, it asks you whether you want to proceed registering it as an entity or as an individual. And in this case study, I'm going to show you how to do it with both individual and with an entity. So let's start first clicking on individual. It asks what country is your ID going to be from, and obviously you click down the list and choose the list of your country and then click select. Then it asks you to upload a photo ID. So you could choose a driver's license, passport, national ID, or residency permit. So let's just go with driver's license. When you do that, it's going to ask you to either take a photo with your laptop, or if you have a clear photo on your desktop, you could upload a photo directly. If you're finding these things fiddly, taking a picture with your laptop, you can continue on another device. This will send, I believe, a link to your mobile phone, and you can continue the KYC processes there. Once you've uploaded the front and the back, and I found the process quite seamless, it then asks you for what they call a live selfie. So basically moving your head left and right. So you once again click Get Started, and then it'll ask you to move your head left and right. Once you do that, it's going to ask you which wallet address, public address, not your private keys, your public address starting with G, the one that you send assets to and from. It asks you to copy and paste that wallet that you want to now KYC. So you put in the thing starting with G, as if you're sending and receiving stuff. So yeah, then you click continue. Then after that, it should auto populate your first name, last name, date of birth, and then you'll have to then choose nationality, put your phone number, email, address. So basically, they're not sparing you any dignity. They want to know exactly who you are. Once you've done that, it says, congratulations, you're done. Thanks for verifying your identity. You just click done or cancel or press exit, and then that's it. You're done. So now we're going to show you how to do it via entities. This is for people who've got a business, a trust, a corporation, a not-for-profit, charities as an example. So yeah, basically same sort of deal. You basically press Get Started. This time you're going to click Entity. And then it's going to ask you for your business name, business tax ID, the Stellar wallet address, the entity type. So I didn't actually show you the drop down menu, but it has all the categories like a corporation, a charity, a trust, whatever kind of arrangement. It's got it all here under entity type. And then it's got basically the phone number and business address. Then it asks you, depending on what you choose, it could ask you who is the control person. So they define a control person as someone with significant managerial control or influence over a legal entity, such as a CEO, CFO, managing member, general partner. You must provide the information for one control person of your business. So you put your first name, you put the first name of that person, the surname, and the email address. Note this is important because later on, whoever you put there, they will actually send an email to that person requesting them to be verified. So you can't just put something fake. They do actually verify who's that person. And then as an example, let's say you're registering a trust. It asks who are the beneficial owners, 1, 2, 3, the name, email address, and percent ownership. So it says an ultimate beneficial owner is someone who owns 25% or more of your ownership of your business. If you do not have an ultimate beneficial owner or the information, please reach out to legal@stellar.org. So yeah, basically, all those details. And it says, note, each UBO will receive an email to verify their identity. So just bear in mind. Then it asks you, depending on what it is, it will ask you to upload a proof of certificates and a tax form. So in this case, a certificate of incorporation showing, as an example, a registered entity, the number associated, the registered number, and tax documents, tax registration numbers, tax forms, etc. This is obviously American, so they have a W-9 form, which I think is the American equivalent. I'm not too sure exactly, but basically, yeah. And then any extra articles of association, you can also put in some manual text to help describe more further. After you've done that, it says, thanks for submitting your business information. We'll review your application, get back to you soon. So it actually goes to their the third-party provider to basically verify all this information. This third party appears to be Persona Incorporated. Apparently it's enterprise grade. It appears to be tailored for fintechs, cryptos, general, even other companies. So it looks pretty reputable, and the fact that Stellar use this as their official KYC provider gives you some reassurance. The data apparently gets stored for up to 3 years, credits to this Twitter account, esoteric crypto mob @Gabriel_Dassi, for actually discovering this KYC Stellar. Kudos to you and thanks for sharing. And then basically final words are, if you're the kind of person who doesn't want to give away their private information, they just want to take their luck holding Stellar assets, in an unregistered, un-KYC'd wallet, I'll just read to you what Craig Wright says on the matter pertaining to Bitcoin, but applicable to all things. Possession is merely having the private key. Ownership, however, is the legal right to the Bitcoin or to the coin, shown by signing a transaction. Digital signatures link transactions to the owner's identity, ensuring the transfer is valid and legally recognized in the blockchain. Bitcoin transactions transfer ownership, validated by digital signatures. Possession of a key is an ownership. Legal rights are essential. So basically, just because you hold assets, you hold XLM or you hold Stronghold or you hold whatever, just because you possess it in the future, at the moment now you own it, but in the future when the regulations come, you won't own it. Legally speaking, you will only possess or custody it, but you won't have legal ownership of the assets. So of course, no reasonable person wants to go and KYC and tell them everything and send all your details. But this is just part of the process, and there really is no, I guess, better way or easier way to just avoid it. So just bearing in mind, by hook or by crook, it's coming. Might as well just bite your tongue, get it out of the way, and at least you can sleep peacefully at night knowing that you have actually ascertained those assets to your legal identity. That way there's no disputes later on as to who actually owns that wallet. But food for thought. Otherwise, guys, I will be continuing this series on how to KYC with various blockchains and various wallets. Otherwise, stay safe. All the coins are all going to make it in the end. Let us surf and ride through the Kali Yuga. And as always, have a good day.